Have you ever wondered how an up-and-coming luggage brand could outcompete a long-standing industry leader like Samsonite? Strap in for a deep dive into the brand strategy of Away Luggage. In this video, you'll discover how Away transformed the industry by focusing on something other than the luggage itself, and see for yourself some unique ways of applying marketing and branding methods. Hey, I'm Neil Verma, an author and brand builder. I've managed a $100 million financial business and sold multiple brands for 7 figures. I'm making these videos to help you build and scale your own dominant brand. Away was founded by Jennifer Rubio and Stephanie Corey in 2015. They were frustrated with the traditional luggage options. They felt there wasn't a brand that offered high-quality functional bags that were also affordable. Rubio and Corey met while working at Warby Parker, another successful online eyewear retailer. They bonded over their shared love of travel and began brainstorming ideas for a new business. They recognized a gap in the market for luggage that was both stylish and practical and decided to start their own company to fill that need. They launched Away with a Kickstarter campaign. Within a few months, they had raised over $2.5 million. Their debut product was a hard-shell suitcase that featured a built-in battery for charging devices on the go as well. It also had a sleek, attractive design. The suitcase quickly gained a following among young, tech-savvy travelers who appreciated its unique look and practical features. Since then, Away has expanded its product line to include a range of luggage and travel accessories, all designed with the same focus on functionality and style. The company has also grown rapidly with retail locations in major cities across the US and a global customer base. Despite some controversy around the company's culture and leadership in 2019, Away has continued to grow and expand its offerings. When Away launched, one of the oldest and most well-known luggage brands in the world was Samsonite. This was the exact kind of brand Away's founders were frustrated with. Samsonite was founded in 1910 in Denver, Colorado by a man named Jesse Schrader. At the time, Schrader was working as a luggage salesperson, but he was dissatisfied with the quality of products that he was selling. He decided to start his own company to make better, more durable luggage that could withstand the rigors of travel. Schrader named his new company after the biblical figure Samson, who was known for his incredible strength. He believed that his luggage could be just as strong and dependable as a character from the Bible. In the early days, Samsonite primarily made trunks and suitcases for train travel, which was the dominant mode of transportation at that time. Over the years, the company adapted to changing trends and technologies, introducing new products like rolling suitcases and laptop bags. Today, Samsonite is a global company with operations in more than 100 countries. Its products range from traditional suitcases to backpacks, laptop bags, and travel accessories. By the way, we take our video production very seriously here at eBrand Builders. In return, all I ask for is that if you enjoy what we do, we would appreciate your support by subscribing to our channel. It's a bit like a virtual handshake. I'll do my part and you do yours. All you have to do is click and subscribe. Thank you. Back at it. So, how does Away, a new upstart, take on a highly entrenched luggage brand that has been around since 1910? Of course, Away's DTC business model helped them stand out. Unlike Samsonite's reliance on retail, DTC gives Away greater control over the customer experience as well as more data and insights into their customers. Away turned profitable in 2017, a year after it launched its first product. Let's get into some of the specific strategies of how it competed. Firstly, for Away, it was never about the luggage. Away was one of the first brands to position luggage as a lifestyle product rather than just a practical product. Although Away did have unique product features, they instead leaned into storytelling to build an emotional connection between customers and the brand. Their marketing campaign stressed how investing in luggage is not only necessary, but an opportunity for self-expression. To further differentiate itself from traditional competitors, Away launched several initiatives that weren't focused on the product itself. Firstly, Away set up pop-up shops in hotels around the world to allow customers to test out samples before buying online, something that hadn't been done before by traditional incumbents in the industry. This type of experiential marketing allowed them to build relationships with consumers and to understand their needs better. Secondly, Away produced its own media, including travel magazine, which gives readers insight into different countries and cultures, as well as advice from experienced professionals about how best to plan a vacation or a business trip. They also launched one season of a podcast to give travelers access to their content even while they're on the go. For Away, the luggage was simply a jumping-off point for solving bigger problems related to travel. Strategy number 2, and neither was it about the features of the luggage. Away successfully positioned itself against other luggage brands because it embraced the power of culture and brand building to set itself apart. Rather than blindly chasing the latest technology innovations, Away focused on creating a distinct image and experience, one that customers could connect with. This culture is rooted in the product. Away started by curating a unique, minimalist aesthetic and championing timeless qualities like craftsmanship, durability, and attention to detail. But these brand values extend to every aspect of the brand. Away's aesthetic caught on quickly on the social, and Away leaned into this with an influencer strategy. They connected with popular bloggers and influencers to promote their bags to a wider audience. To execute this strategy, Away identified a group of popular travel bloggers and influencers who aligned with the brand's values and aesthetic. The company then reached out to these influencers and offered them free luggage in exchange for social media posts and blog articles about their experience with the product. Away's influencer program was highly successful, with many of the influencers sharing photos and videos of themselves using their Away luggage in exotic locations around the world. This helped to create a sense of excitement and exclusivity around the brand and generated a lot of buzz on social media. The company also used its own social channels to showcase user-generated content such as images and clips of customers using their Away luggage on their travels. This helped to create a sense of community and engagement around the brand and encouraged other customers to share their own experiences with the product. Now to strategy number 3, making the product aspirational through content. Away's clever and successful content strategy is an example of how a company can turn failure into success. The problem started with a delayed production run, which could have been disastrous, but the founders Steph Corey and Jen Rubio had the insight to immediately pivot their strategy in order to respond to the challenge. They decided to interview 40 creators, including travel photographers and writers who had inspiring stories about different places that they had traveled to frequently. These stories were then compiled into a book called The Places We Return To, which was sold along with a gift card for a pre-order of Away luggage. The concept proved extremely popular. All 1,200 copies of the initial release sold out quickly. What made this content strategy particularly interesting is that it effectively created an aspiration brand around Away luggage. Customers felt invested in its products before even buying one. Away also tapped into people's need for experiences by connecting them with real people from creative communities telling truly inspiring tales about returning home or going somewhere new. Through this campaign, not only did Away manage to successfully introduce their incredible product before it was even available, but they also forged strong emotional connections between potential consumers and the brand. Something very important when selling any kind of product that requires investment and trust from its buyers. Strategy number 4, construct a user-friendly shopping experience. Another key takeaway to Away's success in positioning itself against the incumbent luggage brands was its tailored buying experience. By targeting price-sensitive millennials, Away created an affordable purchasing experience that felt achievable. Away sets their prices lower than both Rimowa and Louis Vuitton while also not making it too low. They're certainly not a budget brand, and this allows them to still be seen as a quality product. Buying an Away bag feels like an investment without feeling extravagant. The price of their signature carry-on bag starts at $225, which puts them in the middle range for luxury luggage prices, making it more feasible for their target audience. In addition, Away offers a generous warranty and extended trial period to encourage customers to buy their products without worrying about the risk associated with such purchases. This presents millennials with a much less intimidating option when considering costly items like luggage. thus allowing them to turn away from traditional expensive labels and purchase something more accessible yet still high quality. This spreads brand recognition and spurs sales growth for Away over time. Away Luggage proves that to make space for yourself in a highly competitive market, it can't be just about the product. By focusing on creating a compelling brand, making their luggage aspirational through content, and constructing a user-friendly shopping experience, they were able to compete with industry giant Samsonite. Away's success demonstrates the power of a well-executed brand strategy and the importance of understanding your audience and their desires. By prioritizing the customer experience and building a community around its brand, Away has not only sold luggage but has created a lifestyle around its products. Their approach has proven to be a winning formula and serves as a valuable lesson for other companies looking to establish themselves in crowded markets. By the way, if you're looking for a simple one-pager to build out your brand strategy, you can download a free copy at ebrandbuilders.com/7c-download. Next in the series of our DTC versus traditional retail brands is Welly, maker of first aid products in chic patterns and bold colors, and how it went against Band-Aid, the big Johnson & Johnson subsidiary that was launched way back in 1920. In this video, I'll be discussing how Welly disrupted the first aid sector, which hadn't seen much innovation in decades. Click the link and let the brand guy break it down for you.